Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video, I didn't think I was ever going to have to make because I've never really been in that position. But this is the video of how I got fired. Well, I don't know if fired is the right word. Unemployed, I guess is the right term. Yeah, I said it in a vlog that it was, I think it was my comeback vlog, how I had lost my job, and this is my explanation of what all had happened, what I've learned, you know, I guess just everything that has happened from this crazy month or 2 month experience. So I guess we'll start back to almost 3 years ago. On this channel, I was with my ex-boyfriend, and I have a video about that, about, you know, how he committed suicide, whatever. Well, not whatever, but, I had got a job, and I kind of kept it, not secret, but you know, whatever. It was Fred's, and I don't think everybody in the world has a Fred's. I think it was more in the southern states or the southern areas. But yes, it was Fred's. They have a pharmacy, and it was basically kind of like a Dollar General, just a little bit more expensive. Had a little bit more than the Dollar General. We had like hard, like appliances and you know, light bulbs, and you know, you might find a hammer or like a bed, literally like a bed. Like it got kind of crazy there at the end. So I got there almost 3 years ago, and I loved that job. It was something that paid my bills while I'm in school, which I'm still in school. Hopefully to graduate like a year from now, something around there. So yeah, I got there. I was new. I was kind of nervous. I loved it. I loved my boss. I loved my managers. I loved my coworkers. You know, I even loved some of the the customers. It just was a very tight-knit family. You know, we all would have like a group chat. It was just like, it was a really, really good place to work. And I guess there was another Fred's in a town 30 minutes north, and one 30 minutes south from where we were. So there was like two, and then us. We had got the notice saying that some were going to be closing, that 100 and some odd stores were going to be closing, and we were like, what? Because it came out of nowhere. We had noticed when we got a truck, we wasn't getting as much. You know, they wouldn't give us dog food or diapers, or, you know, the main stuff that people would need, that people would come in there to spend their money on. And so we were losing a lot of money that way, because they wouldn't send us the stuff that they would need, but they would send us a washer and dryer. So they would send you the stuff that would wash your clothes, but they would send no gain. You know, they wouldn't send us anything to actually wash your clothes. The ones 30 minutes away from each got hit first, which I had known the guy who operated the one in one of the towns because he was one of my bosses, but he ended up transferring because he thought it was going to be like a really good move. So that sucks. Yeah, so they closed and we were like, wow, we didn't get hit. Another wave would come where they would close 25 stores. We never did, we wasn't on the list, and it was probably like the 5th wave when we got hit. I was very concerned because, you know, all these stores that were around us in the surrounding areas were closing, but we wasn't, and I was very concerned. And there was ideas of, you know, telltale signs that we were going to close. That like they stopped sending us cigarettes, but then they would be like, oh no, you're not closing, we're just going around and picking up all the other cigarettes from all the other closing stores, but you're not closing. Okay, so we get the notice saying that we're closed, and we have like a month to find a new job or to figure out unemployment, which sounds easier than what it is, because where I live, it's a very, very, very small town. You almost have to know somebody to get on. Like, I'm talking like there's one red light in the whole town. It's a very small town. So finding a job in this town, it's hard. You know, and like one of my managers, she was a mom of 2, and you know, thankfully she had just met her husband, so it wasn't like she was alone, but like, you know, what if? And so that's when I noticed like a lot of people, like a lot of customers, they were like, they didn't ask us how we were. They were just like, so when's the sale start? I'm like, I just learned that I'm losing my job today. Like, can you not worry about having a sale? But we learned some information, like, you know, I don't know, I'm not trying to like get in trouble or like put anybody down or get sued. But I don't know, we learned some information, so, and it sucks because you have someone who's so high and so demanding and so in charge and has so much money, and then there's me who makes minimum wage. You know, you can't do anything about that. So they basically win, and there's no telling how many people lost their jobs due to this, because now Frozen's gone bankruptcy, which means all of the pharmacy, so all my friends who worked in the pharmacy is losing their job. So I think the last day was the 29th, or no, it was the 26th, because it was 2 days after my birthday. So it was like, happy birthday, you're turning 26, you're getting unemployed. Luckily my manager had talked to another store, Dollar General, and they said, if you want a job, you have a job. So I got a job at Dollar General. It's very different. You know, you go from, you know, I was, you know, almost 3 years in, and now I'm like a week in, and I don't know what I'm doing. You got all these new people, and you're learning all these new personalities, and you know, it's hard to adjust, especially me, because like I have ADHD and ADD, and like change is something that I don't do well with. So I think I got my first paycheck yesterday. It was decent. We get paid every week now, which is not what I'm used to. And my next week I work 2 days, which equal up to 11 hours. So if you calculate, I don't know how much minimum wage is where you live, but here in Arkansas it is $9.50. Yeah. So you calculate that, it's like $104 before taxes. Not sure what I'm gonna do. And I almost had a mental breakdown the other night. And this is all because one person, you know, one store took a hit. And the thing is like, I still live with my parents. I pay bills, don't get me wrong, like, I pay my way. But it's not like I have a car payment, a house payment, you know, I don't have a kid. You learn that people don't care. So, that is the story of how I lost my job around my birthday. I guess I have a job now, which I'm not trying to complain about the 11 hours because everything can help. You know, maybe it's a blessing because I am still in school. But, you know, when you go from 20-something hours a week to 11, kind of cuts you in the gut. But anyway, I'm trying to upload more videos now. I'm trying to do more vlogs now. So that was my story of how I became unemployed. So I guess I will see you in my next video. Subscribe if you want to come along on my journey. And we shall see how this job pans out. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.